Hello, it's Uncommon Fossil, and today I am excited about presenting my upgraded Arcanine EX deck. This deck is a little more expensive than some, I will say, so I'll give a more budget-friendly option in it too, but I definitely would recommend what I've gone with here. Look, I've kept the 3 Arcanine EX. That's what the deck is called. That's what it's featuring. It's a decent attacker, right? Bright Flames 250 for 3, discard 2 energies, and Raging Claws 30 plus 10 more for each damage counter. It's decent. What I did do is I increased the Growlithe, the basic count to 4, because if I really want to tackle Arcanine, I need to get the basic down turn 1. So increase the odds, add that 4th Growlithe there. That was one thing. What I did do is I got rid of the Charizard line because it's useful with its ability, but it takes a lot of deck space, and it's not always great getting it set up. So I dropped the rare candies, the Charizard, the basic, the stage 1, and the Charizard. It's freed up a bunch of bench space. Now, to deal with the energy, I went with a 2-2 Armarouge line. That's the other way to do it, but it's a stage 1, so it makes it easier to set up. I think it'll work more often. So it's got the fire off ability as often as you like during your turn. You may move a fire energy from your bench Pokemon to your active Pokemon. So therefore, between Mirage Gate and attaching by hand, you can add 2 energies to an Arcanine EX in the active spot. If it had 3, it discarded 2, it's down to 1, it hopefully doesn't get knocked out. You can get those 2 energies back onto it to stream those Bright Flames attacks. So I like the Armarouge. I think it's just a more efficient, better deck, less deck space, easier to set up than the Charizard way to go. I kept the 2-2 Bibarel because it's a very nice engine. Added in a Skwovet, though, with its Nest Dash ability. It really complements it well. Once during a turn, you may shuffle your hand, put it at the bottom of your deck, then draw 1 card. So it's a way that you play the cards you have. You use Skwovet to basically get rid of your hand. You get 1 card, which you may play, but even if not, then Bibarel for 4 more cards. You just see a lot more cards because Bibarel's good, except once you get 5 or more cards in hand, alternate draws you nothing, and depending on how the game goes, you get a lot of turns where the engine gets you nothing. So that's not good there. Kept the Radiant Charizard. It's very good. And then I got rid of the Heatmore. I just think it's awkward. And certainly without the Charizard, it's not great. And the Baby Moltres, I cut that too. I don't like that much. Instead, I put in 2 Entei V. So this is the expensive option where it's less budget friendly. I'll grant you that. So the Vs are more expensive to craft. If you have it, definitely go ahead and put the Enteis in. It's nice. The attack burning Rondo. This is does 20 for 2 fire energy, 20 plus 20 more for each bench Pokemon. And then fleet-footed, you get to draw 1 card if it's in the active spot. That's fleet-footed is fine, but it's there for burning Rondo. It's decently tanky at 230 HP. It's kind of like Moltres. If you don't have the Entei V, you don't want to spend the resources, you could put instead 2 Moltres. Keep the original Moltres and add a second one. This is the option to attack with partly the Entei V. If you go second on your first turn, you need a switch card, which is the same thing as the Moltres. You need to use Magma Basin to get an energy onto the Entei V and manually attach and switch into the active. But you also need a similar setup with the Moltres. You still need Magma Basin to get it onto the Moltres because it needs damage counters plus the energy and a switch to get it into the active. You can do 90. Here you're usually doing more damage. It's a little tankier. I think the Entei V is better all around, all in all. But if you don't have it, you don't want to spend the resources, just replace the Entei V with 2 of the Moltres. You already had 1 in the deck to start with. I upped the energy by 1, so we have 12 energies. I just think we need energies. This deck needs energies into hand, energies, the discard pile, accelerating energies. I think we need that extra energy. All right, getting into the trainers here. Magma Basin, the deck needs that, so I added a 4th Magma Basin. It's just really key to the deck. 4 copies, we need it as soon as we can, hopefully turn 1, and we just want to keep it. Anytime the Magma Basin gets bumped, we want to put it back into play as soon as our turn again. It's the heart of this deck. All right, so 2 Raihan, kept that still. 1 rope. We had 2 before. I dropped it to 1. Got rid of all the tools. The EXP share is gone. The Defiance Band's gone. I just didn't think it offered enough value in the deck. And therefore, Arven's gone because we don't have any tools. Part of Arven is it gets you tools, so we don't with no tools, no Arven. Drop the EXP share because there's a better card now. Earthen Vessel, have 2 copies because we do want to get those energies in hand. So we need 2 of these. Earthen Vessel, you discard a card from hand. If you have an energy already in hand, that's what you want to discard, as you know. But then you draw 2 basic energies from your deck, so it's better energy draw from the deck, which we need with this deck. So EXP share there. Kept the 4 Nest Ball. Actually went with 4. We had 3 before, upped it to 1. Dropped Clara, dropped Defiance Band, dropped Hurricane. I said kept the 2 Boss. Added 2 Iono. It's a really nice supporter in a lot of decks. So right, you shuffle, each player shuffles a hand, puts on the bottom of the deck, draws 1 per prize card. Starting the game, getting 6 fresh cards on turn 1 if you go second can be good. And late in the game, you're behind on prizes. It can put your opponent into a tough spot. So I just think it's a really good include. What else do we have here? Switch cards, added 2 switches, went down to 1 rope from 2, but added these 2 switches because a lot of times you don't want your opponent to be able to switch out of the active, but we need to switch a lot. So 2 switch cards. So now between the 2 switch and the rope, we have more switching in this deck. And then the other card I've added, kept the 4 research because that's just really good, and added 2 rod. Dropped the Clara, which got you back Pokemon energy into hand. This gets you is an item instead, so I think it's generally better than Clara. I'd rather have the Ionos than Clara, but you need to recover some Pokemon and possibly energy. So 2 super rods, right? Any combination up to 3 Pokemon and basic energy from the disc pile into your deck, and then hopefully you're drawing cards, Bibarel, or a searching card like Ultra Ball or Earthen Vessel to get the cards you need. But so that's the 60. I think it's definitely improved, and I definitely want to take it for a test on the Battle Pass and see what we can get the deck to do. All right, hopefully we get a nice game to show off this deck. I do like this revised build. I think it will set up, be more consistent, getting rid of those stage 2s. Should be a big plus. I'm not as budget-friendly as normal, though, with what I have here, because I have 2 Entei Vs. Look, if you don't have those, you could put in Moltres, the baby Moltres. You get 1 in the deck to start with. It's not as good, though, I don't think. All right, so Earthen Vessel, I like that. Earthen Water. I like a bench Pokemon to accelerate that too, though. I will say that. Not bad, though. This could be a quick game. Okay, so get rid of the energy. Get 2 energies back. Do I keep research or Raihan? I need to get rid of. I need to attach an energy. I need to play Magma Basin. I need the Arcanine, right? I can be hopeful. I'm going to hope I don't get knocked out, because at this point, if I get knocked out, I'm definitely behind in things. I'm going to put down... Yeah, I'm going to put down the Entei V, because he can attack for 2. He should be able to take the knockout probably, right? Accelerate, and I'll attach, so he's ready to attack the next turn. The Arcanine EX needs to get out of the active, of course, right? That's a downer. I could have put... No, I was thinking I could have put an energy on, but if I get hit into, I get knocked out, and 30 damage isn't enough to be useful. So I can evolve, I can play research. It gives me... I have 3 switching cards, so, we'll see what happens, right? My hand, yeah, they're playing Colress as expected, so they're not going to disrupt my hand, I don't believe. So, it's not a... See, okay, Battle VIP pass. So a Giratina V. So this is a tough matchup. I cannot one-shot the V-Star, and he's going to do a bunch of damage. So they're going to probably knock out my active. I will get the counter knockout, but then I probably crumble after that, quite frankly, right? As long as they switch, which they do here, they knock me out. Yeah, I don't love this situation, but They didn't get energy attached. That's the one plus I have. I have a research. I can attack. I don't. I'll use the draw after because I don't want to lose another Arcanine, right? So Growlithe, not bad. Let me see what I draw. Oop, don't attack yet. I do have knockout. That's okay. I'll put down a Bidoof. Yeah, okay. Bidoof is fine. Get my next turn set up. I will accelerate. I will attach. And so he's ready to get going next turn. Look, they're going to run through me with the Giratina V-Star if he gets set up, though. So, right, the Giratina V-Star is very bad for me. So the only hope is they don't get set up. Defiance Band would have been a big help in the deck. Don't play that. So, okay, so he does 160. So, okay. So he doesn't one-shot by Entei V or... I mean, they have a lot of cards in hand. They probably evolve here. And they're at... What are they at? They're at 7 already. So, okay. I mean, they played... I mean, honestly, a Kramer attack would be quite nice. So Slow King as well, 30 in Confusion, 130, search for any 2 cards. Interest, I like Slow King. If I get confused, it'll be awkward, right, if I don't have the ability to switch. At this point, I will play down Charizard, accelerate to the Growlithe, and play Research, right? Oh, and I want to get the Arcanine back. And probably, wow, so they're going hard. Maybe they don't have the Mirage Gate yet, right? Because they, they need the 3 energies. I mean, or they could get 10 energies and use attack with 2, but that's, I guess it's fine in a certain sense. Okay, so maybe they're going to come at me with Slow King EX. Okay. I mean, this is good, actually. This is actually quite good. So he's doing, what's he doing? So he's doing 160. Do I want to gust something up now? Which I could, I could gust something up, right? I kind of like the boss option, I think, right? Let me get these Pokemon back. Should I put in... I'm going to leave the energy. I want to have 1 energy guaranteed there, right? That's my thought. So left the energy. Okay, so that's not terrible. I'm going to boss. Because if I research, I lose the boss anyway, right? And I'd like, obviously, the Giratina V-Star. If I can get through him, I have to 2-shot him anyway. So doing 1 decent blow into him is quite nice. They could knock me out with Abyss Seeking. Of course, then I should be able to get the knockout, with the Arcanine EX. We'll see. Obviously, at this point, I have research. They got a lot of cards in the Lost Zone, right? But they haven't gotten any energy acceleration to the Giratina V-Star, Which way do I want to go here? So they're going to... I'll send him up. Maybe I should have done the Radiant Charizard. I do have one more Rod in deck, so I could get him back still, potentially. We'll see what happens here. 8, so 9. If I get another rope, I'm trying to think through what I'd play. I could set up the Entei. He probably gets knocked out, though. Could set up maybe I set up the Charizard if I get roped again. I think I like... Look, the Growlithe is 1 prize. The thing is, he has 3 energies, so I've done the work to get the energies onto him. I'd like to get the payout for that. That's my thought there. So, we will see what all happens here. Being a little slow here. Got rid of Radiant Greninja. They probably don't have water energy with him, which obviously is bad for me. Obviously, I'm weak to them. He does 180 to the active then because of weakness and 90 to the bench. Makes the numbers Not good for me. All right, so another Comfy, which they can retreat off of now. This is their attachment for turn, so they can't attach the second energy onto the Slowking by hand. They need a Mirage Gate, but we'll see what they send up. So Cramorant, okay. Sending up the Cramorant, so that's not as bad as things could have been for me. I will send up the Entei because he's a guaranteed knock. I need to take prizes. They're going to probably take, oops. Oh, okay. I mean, it's unfortunate. As I said, I did the work on him, but things could be worse for sure. So obviously I want to take the knockout. I'm going to research. I'll attach energy. I have a lot of energies in the discard pile. I can't use my ability because a path is in play. Skwovet. Let me get down in a Growlithe. Let me get a Bibarel down. I'm a little concerned. I've burned through a ton of energy. 3. I have my rod still. I mean, I can recover from the discard pile too, potentially. All right, the Armarouge. Actually, I don't. I think I want to Skwovet first, right? I'd rather get. I'll see more cards that way. And Arcanine next turn is fine, but Charcadet is what I wanted there. So that's very good because I had the Armarouge before, but I didn't have a Charcadet. Okay. All right. I will just attack. It's not terrible. Sorry, not terrible, but see what happens here. Caught up on prizes, not ahead of. Obviously, would like to be ahead in prizes. Probably set up the Comfy, I would guess. So the Slowking does not knock me out. Looks like they're going to attack with Slowking. I don't know if they're going to. I have to be careful about discarding more energies, just because I think I've got a lot to discard. I should just count the check. 6. So that 6 I've gotten. I try to remember, do I play 11 or 12 energies? So I don't one-shot the Slowking. Potentially the Arcanine EX can, if he gets set up properly. So they're going to hit into me. I need to think about what I do here. If I hit into boss, that would be super, super good, right? Because then I can one-shot the Giratina V-Star. I'm hoping, and I have the Skwovet Bibarel. Right? Adding the Skwovet is nice for a time like this. All right, so they're, Colress. They should be getting down in Colresses. They might be out. Let's see. They lost on the boss. They played a boss. So that's their third Colress. Okay. So they may have one more Colress in deck. The deck's gotten pretty small at this point. So let's see what they do here. All right. So they played what? One Mirage Gate? Is that it? Just one. So I don't know what the Mirage Gate count is. I always like playing a high number of Mirage Gates in my Lost Zone decks, but not everybody does that. All right, Sableye is quite effective too. Another Giratina. So Sableye can take one prize. He can take 2 prizes at the moment. 130. They search for 2 cards. So the Iono will disrupt there, but I would rather take a prize. I'd rather take out the V-Star. That's what I'd like to do. He's got an energy on him. Getting your loot. Okay, so that's fine. So I will Skwovet, which means I won't get the Iono back, but I don't know that I want the Iono anyway, do I? 220. Things are tricky here. So let me think here. I think I want to go. I think I would like to boss if I can. Earthen Vessel. Can't use that yet. Can use it at this point. Oh, No, I used my. Oh, there's no energy. Oh, wait. I can Raihan. No, I can't. I already just. What did I do for supporter? Did I research that turn? Oh, no, they didn't knock me out, did they? Okay, so I can. So let me get rid of these two cards. Let me get my Armarouge into play. He gets out of harm's way too, right? Which is a big deal. I can attach one energy, which I think I will put on Arcanine EX. Doing the 220, which is the max you can do. Obviously, there's no way to get to the 270 with this deck. So even with a tool like to give a little boost, I wouldn't. It'd be I'm just not going to get there. So I can't do that level of damage. Okay, so obviously the fresh Giratina V-Star is quite concerning. What's the energy situation? So 2 grass, a psychic, and a water. Okay, and so I don't know what their grass situation is. Do they have another grass energy to attach to the Giratina V-Star? We will find out, right? I don't know if they do. And because they've lost zone 2, one is attached here. So psychic to him. And at this point, he can only take 1 prize if that's what they do. They might retreat to the bench. Okay, Luminous. Okay, that's a good play. That gets them 1 energy. So what do I want to send up here? They're probably going to hit me with Sableye, right? I'm going to guess. In which case, I want to attack with the Arcanine, right? I'm assuming, Sableye is coming. I can blow him up with Arcanine. Discarding energies isn't great, but I can, if any were knocked out, it doesn't say knocked out from damage, it doesn't have to be active, so I can Raihan, right? It's the only thing that doesn't trigger Raihan. So they're taking 2 prizes, okay. And then putting somewhere, Skwovet, Armarouge, okay, the Radiant, okay. Is there more damage to be put down? I guess there is, because so taking the 2 prizes there, I lose the energies, and that part hurts too, because I was hoping to, I can use the, so he's at what, 130? Okay, so I have Raihan. I can attack with Arcanine this turn. Do I want to Iono, though? That's... All right, I'm going to draw some cards, see what I hit. So Magma Basin. I have to be very careful with damage in this game too, right? So I'll bump that. Do I want to accelerate energy? That's one of the questions I have right now. I think I want to Iono. I don't want to get anything else in play, so I'm going to... I can get the attack. I'm guaranteed to get the attack because I can accelerate. I can use Magma Basin. Okay, so I think I want to pour a bunch of energy in there too, right? I think I do. I don't really want anything else in play, right? Entei V. I'll bench an Entei V. Why not? I should have waited because I wanted to get rid of the other... Okay, so I'm going to rod. I want energies. What the situation is, I want energies in deck. I want to top deck some energy. I think I want to... I'm going to Skwovet here because I'd like to hit an energy. I'd like not to place. Okay, that's okay. So I'm going to accelerate these energies, put it on Entei. And yeah. So send it up all to the Arcanine EX. Take my knockout. And I have to discard 2 energies, so it's not entirely a happy situation for me, right? And I'm losing. I'm behind in prizes. Raihan and actually I just need to attach and Magma Basin. So that's why the Radiant Charizard, obviously I just discard 1 energy so I can attack with a single attachment, which is a plus. but that doesn't always work out well. Okay, so Comfy up. I assume they have some switching cards. We'll see. You know, there's energy in deck. I have Skwovet, and Bibarel. I should hit at least one energy. I can accelerate an energy. Obviously, the more damage I put on, the more vulnerable I get to another Sableye attack. So, you know, we'll see what happens here. Obviously, Entei they need 2 prizes, but they can one-shot. They just need a psychic energy, right? And basically, and a switching card, and they can Giratina V-Star for game, right? So, here, Giratina V-Stars. Okay, they failed there, so that is very nice. So I'm going to Skwovet here. I don't think I want to Iono because they are looking for cards. Right now, okay, I got an attachment. Do I research here? I think I research, right? I'm okay without these cards. Although I might need you know, I'm going to place it, well, I'm going to put it here. I don't know. All right, I'm going to attack now. Right now, I just do 30. That 30 is not good enough at all. So I think I want to, you know, just keeping my options to attack next turn. So I will, once again, discard 2 more energy. So this deck just burns through the energy. Sorry for the bad pun there. That wasn't intentional, but, you know. Okay, so potentially, if I gust up the Slowking EX, I could win. Look, they're a card away from winning. 2 cards. They need a switch in a Psychic Energy. They got Psychic Energy back in the deck, and they have some more switching cards. I just assume, I don't know how many, but they're seeing 2 cards. What's their switching situation? So Colress, this should get them what they need. I'd be surprised if they don't get what they need now. Or 2 energies, right? They haven't retreated, so they can Mirage Gate 2 energies in play and do it that way. So we'll find out. I would think they have game here. Obviously, I'm hoping not. I will say that. I'm hoping they don't. In which case, I need to hope I hit that boss, right? I have 1 more boss in deck, and then I will wish I had researched last turn, but I have the attachment. I could. Okay, I can attack with Charizard as well, right? So that might be my play too. I think I'm going to. All right, I'm going to switch into Radiant Charizard because he'll attack for 1 energy. He does the 250 now, but I don't want to waste that on a single prizer. So I need to hit boss here. It's simple as that. So I will see 5 cards in total. Arcanine can't play him. Would have liked to gotten a playable card, obviously. And I have not what I wanted at all. I don't think I want to Iono, right? Because, yeah, I don't think I want to Iono here, right? Maybe I shouldn't have made that play. Let me look at everything here. I have that boss. I just wasn't able to hit it. There's no card. Oh, I want to dig a card out. I just want to thin my deck here. That's what I want to do. So grab this guy here. And I don't need to move energy. I could attach an energy. In case they bump my stadium. I might need this energy, right? I might. So let me put this energy. I'll put it right here. He's at 260. That shouldn't matter, his getting knocked out. And do 250. He can attack again. Okay. All right, got another stadium, so that's if they have boss, they have game. So it's that simple, right? They promoted him, so I'm assuming they think they have. Well, the other thing is I can't one-shot him, so that's a logical play either. Also, right? The other, I need a switch card though, and I don't. I'm not in great shape for that, right? I've played one switch, so I have a switch and a rope still. Because I need to switch. I can't attack with Radiant Charizard. If they don't knock out the Radiant Charizard, the game's a little tougher for me as well. So Iono, okay. Iono me to 1. Not terrible. Those, possibly I need that energy. But, okay. Lost Vacuum. I'm going to lose the Stadium. So that makes things harder for me. There are Stadiums in the deck, but, right, 1 Stadium in deck. Okay, so that's, all right, do I want to research here? I probably, if I hit rope, I have game, right? Basically. All right, I'm going to research. I'm not certain about this play. All right, I got the rope, so I have game. All right, that gives me game. I have attachment, so that rope, do the switch, hit with the Arcanine EX, and it's game over. And my opponent, I have game on board now, right? I send the Arcanine up. He does 250. And I have the Charcadet. I have energy to attach as well, so that doesn't matter. And boom. And won a game that I honestly I had significant doubts about this game, I gotta say. So it was a long game, a long game. Because I can't one-shot them. I'm surprised. The Giratina, I don't know. I'm a bit surprised they didn't focus on the Giratina V-Star from the start of the game. So, because I think that would have given me more trouble. But, hey, the game, the deck with the changes, the ropes, the boss, the switching, had the pieces, and it came through. All right, hopefully we get another good game to show the deck off. Last game worked out pretty well. Ended up being a long game. I'd like to get a second game up, but I don't know if I want another. If the game goes long again, I don't know if I want 2 long games, because that was like a close 20-25 minute game. I don't know that people want a 15-minute video. You can let me know in the comments below how long you like these videos to be, how many games you want to see, how long. It's a variable. There's a lot of factors that go into it. I certainly can't guarantee anything. I'm going to put up the Charcadet, put the Growlithe on the bench, gives me the possibility of Magma Basin to him. All right. Okay. Let's see what this is exactly. So we will see how things go here. As always, of course, right? That's always, okay. That's actually not a bad card. So Hisuian Sneasel. So these evolutions, all right, let's see what they're grabbing with this, if they grab anything. Got to pay attention here. Trying to see exactly what their deck combo is. Okay, and I see a couple of grass Pokemon, and of course that's good for me. So this is the, okay, so it could be a stall type deck, so in which case I don't really want to bench the, all right, because he evolves into Spidops, correct? Which does increases retreat cost. The one EX, I don't know what else it evolves into, I got to say. So I'm not. But anyway, research. This is a good hand, though, here, for sure. Play my Stadium. I want to research because I get energy in the discard pile, which I can accelerate here. Want to keep my attackers to a minimum. Actually getting Charcadet down is super nice as well. Do I want to avoid the Bidoof in this game? I might just want to do that, right? Just go ahead, just get a few attackers in. It's a bit scary to do that, though. I will also say that. So I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to go with a weird tact here. I will say, all right, so what do I want to accelerate to? I think I want to accelerate to an Entei. because he's very nice. I'll set up an Entei to attack with. And I actually can take a prize this turn, which is super nice as well. And ultimately, as I get things set up, I'm in good shape here, right? So I will switch into the active. I get an extra card. I have a Magma Basin for a future turn. I don't have any more energy in the discard yet. I'm just going to attach. Not doing. I think I'm doing enough. Yeah, I'm doing 80. So just enough, right? Just enough. So I go ahead and prizes. My opponent's position. Okay, Growlithe. If I think my opponent's playing stall, which I'm wondering about that possibility, then I want to keep a small bench. You're right. The problem is I'm giving up my engine. Okay, so he's immune to me, the Mimic here. So he's going to be tricky. This is going to make my life harder, right? So the Charcadet can get him in one shot. He takes 2 energy. I assume they have the energy to attack. Okay, reversal, which unless they evolve, doesn't do anything, right? And I don't know what they evolve into here. Obviously, if it's a rule box Pokemon, it just provides 1 grass still. I mean, 1 colorless. So we'll see what happens. Right, at this point, all right, so Spidops EX, so it just provides 1 colorless. So that's not terrible. So I'm doing 160. I think I want to get the knockout here, right? That's my thought here. So I'm doing 200. I don't get the knockout, do I? I don't, because he just gets 20 more, which is 40 more, right? So that's, maybe I should say that Growlithe was a mistake, I do believe, right? So I'm going to, the Charcadet, I need to evolve into the Armarouge. That's one of the things that needs to happen here. So I will do a nice big smack. I keep the switch, which is going to be very nice for this matchup. Excuse me, I had a little cough. The fact that I burned a switch early isn't great. So getting some more Pokemon going. So he might be able to attack for the next turn. And he will, I think he one-shots me. Or does he? Let me think. He does a lot of damage. I will say that much. Because my retreat cost is high, 3. So he does, he knocks me out. That Magma Basin got the knockout on me. So, I might want to use my switch card here, right? The Charcadet can one-shot him, which I think I like that possibility, right? So let me think. Do I want to get anybody else down on the bench? I think I want Radiant Charizard here. Yeah. And I think I want to take the knockout. Means burning my second switch card. And my throat now has a nasty tickle that I can't get rid of. But anyway, that is life. Just gotta tough it out. I do lose the energy, but I get 2 prizes, so I think that's worth the trade-off. Do wish I had a cough drop at hand. Have a drink. So, all right, hit the rope. So that's my last of my switching cards. But I drew into it. I got from the prizes. That's really helpful. All right, so what's he do? I don't remember. Well, I see what he does. He does 10 and switches to the bench. Sneasel. I kind of need the Charcadet, right? I hope he doesn't get knocked out. I have Magma Basin. I don't know what I want to accelerate to. Maybe the Radiant Charizard. He's obviously very nice. Maybe I should have got Bidoof down earlier. Then I could have Bibarel this turn. All right, I'm losing my stadium. That's not the worst thing in the world. I have another stadium to go down, though. Is that my first? That's my first stadium, so that's good. I'm just worried at some point I'm going to get myself into a whole lot of trouble, you know. So Mimikyu, who's nasty, but that's okay. What do I want to do here? All right, I can attack with Arcanine. I think I want to do that. I think I do. I'm just, it's, life's tricky here, right? I get some damage on me, so that's a plus, right? I think I rope, and I'll evolve. It's really weird by doing that, though, right? So maybe I don't rope here. Do I? Maybe I'll make that. I'm gonna just wait. I'm ahead right now. Just gonna do that and pass. I'm deciding I want to save resources. I could put that out. I could have rotted the Arcanine back. What's the? I think I want to keep the energy there. If they knock me out, I probably should have put the energy on Radiant Charizard, right? Get him set. Because he can get through the Mimikyu, and the Mimikyu is going to be annoying. So I should have, yeah, I think I should have made that. I should have made the Radiant Charizard the priority at that point. So they're giving themselves free retreat with that play, with that Pokemon. So Manaphy, okay, gets free retreat. Okay, he's doing spread attack. Okay. All right. We can work with this. I can work with this. I think maybe I should have pushed that last turn. Maybe I should have. Okay, so let me play the rope and just see what they do, right? Because I have the Armarouge. I can attack with any of these Pokemon at this point, which is nice, right? Let's see what they send up. I can send up the If they send up the Mimikyu, I send up the Radiant Charizard. If they send up something else, I'll send up the Growlithe with the damage counters because I can evolve him. So I want to get Arcanine EX. I want to start getting energies around too. So that's that play. I do a whole bunch of damage there. He evolves, and let me put energy onto the Charizard at this point. Partly the Armarouge, because I want to try to keep the HPs up on these guys, and just do the 140. I just need the attack for 2 energy, so that's nice. I can attack with the big attack too. Mimikyu, okay. I mean, I could hard retreat if they set up the Mimikyu. What do I need? I need 3 energies here, right? At this point, because they've taken 2 prizes. So we'll see. He could obviously do a lot of damage to my Arcanine EX there. But I don't want to lose the Armarouge. Okay. He's going to switch. He's going to send up, I assume, the Mimikyu. Yep. Okay, so I have the hard retreat. Not great, but it's what I got, right? So I will attach. I will retreat. I'll send up Radiant Charizard. He can't attack back-to-back turns. I'm going to accelerate to, I guess, my Arcanine. My Arcanine probably gets blown up if there's a big attack. So that is what it is. So he cannot attack yet, right? He needs more energy. That's the deal, right? I'm just going to double check that I can't attack yet still, right? So I need one more. Problem is I'm out of energies now, which isn't ideal. But, okay, we'll see what they do, right? At this point, they're not doing big attacks, so Entei's not bad. We'll see what happens. Obviously, they knock out the Radiant Charizard. I'm in an awkward spot. Down to a single prize, though, remaining. So that's quite good, right? It's being an awkward matchup. I'm glad I have the 3 switching cards, right? The 2 switch and the 1 rope. I was thinking of playing less in the deck. Obviously, for a matchup like this, it's certainly very important. So what are they going to do? I can't attack this turn. I need to top deck something. That's the reality, right? I didn't give myself an engine because I was worried about the stall game. At this point, I wish I had gone and played those engine pieces. Okay, but the Spidops comes in. See what happens here, right? He's going to get knocked out. I do have one more. No, I'm out of rods. So once I lose Radiant Charizard, he's out of the game. Okay, that's right. The Arcanine EX is immune. See what they do. I have to. I can't double switch here. Well, I can switch and then. I need to top deck an energy, right? That's what needs to happen here. And I still probably lose. So Entei V, he's going to do what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's my best attacker here, right? I think he is. So he could retreat. Our retreat cost is 4. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to accelerate to the Entei V because I think that's what I want to go ahead with, right? Yeah, I think I want to go ahead with him. I think I want to put down an energy. If they take out the Armarouge, then I lose my flexibility, of course, right? But at this point, my Charizard can attack next turn. So I just end turn. We'll see what happens here, right? If I could get a 4th energy onto retreat, but that's not going to be good, right? The Spidops, my retreat cost is 1 higher. If they send someone else up, I can throw energy at them to attack. It's not great, though, right? They Mimikyu, I believe, comes up short. I think it does 7, so I have 80 HP left. So let's, don't know what's going to happen here. Okay, well, this, we'll see. Going to move some damage. Is he going to... Not sure what they're going to do exactly, right? Okay, working on the Arc. 1 onto the Arcanine. Okay. I'm not sure that gets them what they need, but we'll see. Obviously, devolution. Okay, I mean, that's fine. You're going to knock me out, but with that, right? Yeah, which is fine. And I guess I lose the Armarouge too. I mean, I lose the basics. So that's 2 down. But now Radiant Charizard is just going to blow you up for a game, right? I had my turn. I couldn't attack. I should be able to attack this turn. And this gives me game. So 500 damage. So, yes, your devolution gave you some benefit, but it didn't get you game. So, it could be fun to do a play like that, but obviously doesn't get you the win, right? It was just another, it stalled the loss that little bit. But there we go. Got another solid game with the deck. A tricky matchup. I probably should have gone ahead and been more aggressive about benching the Bidoof, but the deck came through. I'm still, or maybe benched over bench things. That was another possibility there. But definitely these improvements helped the deck and made these wins definitely much more possible. I encourage you to give it a try. It's worth crafting those Enteis. They're a little more expensive if you don't have it, but Entei is a top deck, and don't be afraid to get it. Take care.